to the game?
3 keys to the game is 1, get our bowling team to win that sectional tomorrow. Your brother bowled a 268 in practice, tell him I need a 250 tomorrow. Second key, we got to make sure that we don't turn this basketball over. That's been a problem for us all season long. We've been much better with it lately, okay? Cutting down on our turnovers. And then with a small, inexperienced team, a little bit young team, we've got to take care of our defensive backboard. So get our bowling team that section tomorrow. Low turnover rate, and let's go rebound a little bit.
All right, good luck, Coach. the Carmel on the campus of St. Patrick High School, Illinois' oldest all-male Catholic high school. Tonight's East Suburban Catholic Conference matchup features the Carmel Corsairs and your St. Patrick Shamrocks. At this time, we're going to please stand and remove their guests for tonight's opening prayer and national anthem. The opening prayer tonight is led by Senior Choir.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Dear Lord, on this night, we thank you for the many gifts you have bestowed upon us in our lives, our families, our friends, and our opportunities. We ask you to help us compete at our highest level and to remember that sportsmanship is always the ideal we strive for in all we do as athletes, coaches, and fans. And Lord, we ask you to bless in a special way those at home and around the world who protect us with their service to our great country. As always, we ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Hello Shamrock fans and welcome to Max Curlin Court today on this Friday night ESCC conference battle between the St. Patrick Shamrocks and the Carmel Corsairs. My name is Anthony Pasquale and I'm joined today in the booth by Danny Hernandez. And we send you straight down to the court for the starting lineups. First up will be Carmel.
Now,
correct. Carmel locating the ball. Taking a mid-range, no good. Rebound by number 34, puts it up. And no good, but he dives on it, and they'll get it back. That's number 34, Rosser. Jonathan Rosser. And they're trying to get it in. Looking for somewhere to go. They get number 12, that's Myers. Myers with it on the perimeter. Right on top. Swings it over to Wilson. Back on top. Carmel passing it around. And Freeman gets the rebound. And a three. Jacob Medina hits it. The Shamrocks take a 5-2 lead. For those of you who missed the starting lineup of Carmel, I have it for you now. It's Zion Kilpatrick wearing number 3, Evan Myers wearing number 12, number 4, Kamari Wilson, number 25, Damone Williams-Gray, and number 34, Jonathan Rosser. It's Myers with it now. Dribbling on Chris Lara. Lara defending, smacked away by Joe Fanning. Now Joe Fanning's in the grade. What is it like to see a sophomore playing on the varsity level?
It's really good because I like how they wanted Joe to be on the varsity team because they need a big man in the team.
Your sophomore team would be stacked if he was still on it. Freeman playing tight defense. I feel like the height is really going to be an issue in this game. A lot of shot fakes. They get an open shot, and it's a lefty off the mark. And Wilson gets it right back. Coming in with the layup, no good, but they'll call him for the foul. I believe that'll be Joe Fanning. Yep, it'll be Joe Fanning, his first and team's second. But the Shamrocks do hold a 5-2 lead with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. As you can hear on the court side, the stud section is loud and thumping. Danny, how much do you think the stud section has an effect on the game?
A lot of effect because they are excited and hopefully the Shamrocks will win tonight.
And the second free throw is up and good. That's by number 25, Williams-Gray. Gets both free throws and brings the Corsairs within one of the Shamrocks as Dom Galati has the ball now. Shovels it over to Freeman. To Medina for 3. No good. Fanning pokes the rebound, but it'll be right to a Corsair. And that's Kilpatrick with it. Shovels it over to Myers. To Williams-Gray on top of the key. Gets it to Freeman. Freeman dribbling down. Gets the layup off the mark, but Medina tips it in. And Medina's got 5. I spoke to Coach Bailey before the game, and his 3 keys were as follows. The first key of the game, get the bowling team a sectional. He mentioned in his pregame interview that Mike Pasquale hit a 268 yesterday in practice, and he needs at least a 250 out of him tomorrow. How do you think the bowling team will do?
I think the bowling team will do really good.
The second key was don't turn the ball over. What do the Shamrocks need to do on offense to make sure they don't turn the ball over?
Pass the ball more and make
And Justin Walker came into the game along with Eric Liss. Eric Liss with the ball now. And his third key of the game was make sure the discipline of our team makes up for the fact that we're a very inexperienced younger team. And it looks like Carmel's more experienced, a little bit taller. How do you think the Shamrocks will be able to do that?
I have no idea yet, but he's got to keep passing and scoring and do good.
I agree. Chris Lara heads to the line now, shooting 2. And he hits the first. Well, is one of our most consistent player who flies under the radar. Why do you think that is?
Because he works hard and believes what he can do to his team and help them out with their shots.
And he misses the second, but Big Eric List comes away with the rebound. Up and in. The Big E extends the Shamrocks lead to 6. Dom Galati defending Wilson. Wilson gets right past and passes it off. Back on top to Gray, back to Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Dom Galati. Freeman. Wilson has it. Galati defends, kicks it in the corner. Freeman's playing defense there and they get the layup, no good. Liz comes away with the rebound and he gets fouled. We would like to give a shout out now to Mike Glynn, class of 2012. I interviewed him a couple of games ago. He's watching in Milwaukee at Marquette University. He's a future doctor and a former anchor of this show. Walker with it, looking for somewhere to go, crosses, dribbles right in, takes a floater off the glass, no good. Rebound there by 12, that's Myers. Kicks it over to Wilson, and they're down the other end. Number 2 is checked into the game for Carmel. That's Matthew Brawley. What do you think Carmel needs to do if they want to break down the Shamrock defense?
Well, they have to play good offense and defense, and I don't know.
If you were looking at these teams just in terms of height, who would you think had the advantage? Definitely Carmel, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Carmel will be at the line shooting 2. It is up. No good. Coming in back into the game will be Jacob Medina, Joe Fanning, and checking in for the first time will be Andre Cady. Cady's quietly one of the best shooters on the team, would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
And that second one is off. Nope, it is in the basket. Freeman will be inbounding to Fanning. Excuse me, vice versa. Fanning will be hitting it into Freeman or Cady. And it will be Cady. A little bit sloppy on the catch, but Freeman's got it. And he's over the half-court line. Dribbles in. And back out, gets it to Cady on the wing. Cady on top to Fanning. Takes a 3. Schmack! Joe Fanning hits it. Big 3 for the big man. Me and Jeff were talking about it last game. You think basketball is evolving into a sport where everybody can shoot the 3?
Not everybody, but if you just try hard, you work hard, and you can make anything threes.
Are you a big NBA fan, Danny?
Yeah, I am a really big NBA fan.
Who's your favorite team?
The Warriors right now.
The Warriors? How'd you start liking them?
Because I like how they were playing good defense, good offense, and they shoot really good, and they're just a really good team.
And Freeman's first free throw is off the mark. Shamrocks lead 13-5 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Freeman back at the line. And the second one is up and good. He hits it. 14-5. That'll be Kilpatrick working on it. Big three-pointer from Myers. Short. Cady with the rebound. Outlet pass to Jacob Medina. Dribbling, looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Trying to get it to Fanning. And they're going to call him for a carry. You see in the corner of your screen an American flag. The Shamrock Stud section. Their theme today is USA. Pretty big turnout, right?
Yep, really good.
And it'll be Kilpatrick with it. And the Shamrocks now look like they're in a 2-3 zone. You think this is an attempt to neutralize the height?
Yeah, maybe.
Three-point attempt, no good. If Carmel keeps missing shots, this zone is going to work out brilliant. In the corner to Katie for three. Off the mark, Eric Liss gets that rebound on top to Medina. Freeman. On top to Eric Liss, takes a mid-range jumper off the mark. Gets his own rebound, flips it back to Freeman, and Freeman shovels it over to Medina into Katie, and the Shamrocks retain possession. Austin Freeman now gives it on the wing to Katie. Andres Katie looking for somewhere to go with it. Over to Medina on top. Back to Freeman. And they'll reset the offense once more. Freeman over to Medina. On top to Fanning. He can shoot the ball. Watch out. Back to Medina. Freeman with it. Picked by Fanning. Tried to get the roll, but Carmel covers up nicely. 40 seconds remain in the first quarter. You think they'll hold it to the end?
Maybe, but just got to keep passing and make more shots, basically.
Medina over to Freeman. Freeman looking for somewhere to go with it. 20 seconds. Looks like they might hold it now. "12 seconds, 11, 10 remaining here in the first quarter. Shamrocks lead 14-5. Freeman dribbles left, kicks it into Eric off his hands, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. One of the things that the Shamrocks primed themselves on was defense. Last game, I believe Tuesday, and they gave up 9 points in the first quarter. This time only 5. What have they been doing so well defensively?
They've been working hard, they've been practicing a lot, and Coach Bailey's making sure they do well in their games and practices.
And checking in with the 3 keys of the game, the Shamrocks did not turn the ball over much in that first quarter, did they?
No, they did not.
And I think they've been playing relatively disciplined basketball, would you agree?
Yes.
We head to the second quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen, with the Shamrocks leading the Carmel Corsairs 14-5. There's senior Zach Cicero running across the field, the court with the American flag. That's very good Shamrock spirit, if I say so myself. The stud section is loud and proud today. What's your prediction for the second quarter? You think Carmel draws it a little bit closer, or the Shamrocks start running away with it?
I think the Shamrocks will start running away with it.
Why is that?
Because they're going to play good offense and defense and keep getting the ball and trying to steal it, basically, and get more points.
And they get it in to sophomore, number 31, Caleb Coro. What's it like to see him in the game?
Well, he looks pretty good, and he's a
sophomore, I believe. Lara playing defense on his counterpart, number 20.
Caleb, yeah, he's a freshman, and I know him, but like, it's actually really good that he's actually on the varsity team.
Yeah, I agree. That's a big step for a varsity playmaker to make. Excuse me, a freshman playmaker.
And he's also on the sophomore team.
3 by Galati, no good. Curl can't locate a rebound. Neither can Lara, and Carmel will come back trying to make something happen. That's over to Galdoni. Over to Wilson, loses it out of bounds. Shamrock ball. Shamrock's defense looks suffocating today.
Yes, absolutely. They're playing really well on defense and trying to get the ball.
And it's Takoro, freshman, plays on the sophomore team. But in this game, he's in the varsity level. On top to Galati, swings it over to Medina. And they'll call a foul. Galati got knocked over. It'll remain with the Shamrocks. Who do you think's the best shooter on the team?
The Shamrocks?
Yes.
Jacob Medina.
I think it could be Galati, but they're both very good shooters. I think Galati's a sophomore and Medina's a junior, if I'm correct.
Yes, Dominic is a sophomore and Jacob is a junior.
Looking for somewhere to go with it. They get it on top, but it's stolen. Wilson coming away with it. Easy layup. And they score the first points of the second quarter. And it'll be Coro bringing the ball up now. Gets it over. On top to Medina, swings it to Galati. Chris Law with it now. Reverse layup up and in. Acrobatic. What a play.
Really good play. Good passing and good shot.
On top to Wilson. Shamrocks have some substitutes ready on the benches. Another three is missed. Fanny gets to the ball. Covers it up. Bounce passes. They'll get him for a kick ball. And some guys will come into the game. That'll be Andre Cady, Justin Walker, John Mulcrone, the senior, and Dom Galati will stay in the game. Mulcrone will come over to inbound. John Money Mulcrone went to IC. Slaps the ball as he prepares to inbound, gets it into Walker, and Walker's over half court without a problem. Eric Liss, the Big E, is also in the game. John Mulcrone dribbles left, looking for somewhere to go. Cady over to Freeman. Freeman takes a deep three off the mark, gets his own rebound. That Wilson, number 4 on Carmel's playing some lazy basketball. What do you think of that?
That's not good. He should be
Playing a lot harder.
Yep.
But it'll remain with the Corsairs. He has a lazy way about him, doesn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Pretty good with the ball handling, though.
True.
Walker. Playing defense. Cady guarding Wilson now. They're trying to get it over to Rosser. They do get it to Rosser. Mulcrone almost pokes it away. Shamrocks are back in that 2-3 zone, I think. Mulcrone comes away with the rebound. Big rebound. Gets it over to Austin Freeman. And the Shamrock stud section is now cheering John Mulcrone's name. Mulcrone has it. Passes it over to Cady. Eric Liss with it now. Hands it off to Walker. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gives it over to Cady. Drives right in. Gets it poked away. Wilson does play a lazy game, but he's been pretty good on defense.
Yeah, he has been pretty good on defense.
Justin Walker. Cady off the mark with a crazy layup. Rosser with the rebound, and that's Wilson coming back now. You think he's Carmel's best player?
I think so. I see him dribbling and really good, but he plays like lazy defense, but
Still looks pretty good.
yeah.
And they hit that one. I believe that was number 12, Myers, who nailed that shot. Walker bounce passes to Freeman, and Freeman will take it over the half-court line. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Physical defense there by Mulcrone. Takes a mid-ranger and he hits it.
What a shot by
Mulcrone with the bucket.
Justin Walker got the ball back. He's dribbling it, goes for the shot, misses it.
And Carmel comes away with that rebound. And they'll head right back down the floor. Over to Wilson again. They have Walker on Wilson now. Mulcrone lets Rosser take a three, and he hits that. Mulcrone is not happy with himself after that one. And Freeman bringing the ball up. Cady. Shamrock's lead is now cut down to 6. It's 18-12 with 3 minutes to go in the half. Eric Liss on the wing on top to Mulcrone. Over to Walker. Walker to Freeman, and a whistle blows. Timeout St. Pat's. Galati will come in, Medina, Lara, and Fanning. They'll get some of those starters back in the game.
You see one of the subsection students walking on the court again with the United States flag.
Not sure who that is this time. Last time I could tell it was Zach Cicero. This time I don't know.
You see the stud section getting hyped up, saying USA.
It's one of our rowdiest stud sections of the year, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is absolutely exciting, and they are hyped and hopefully win this game.
I believe that time waving the flag was Alex Fiera. He's a senior baseball player. I really think that when the Shamrocks have a stud section, the basketball team just feeds off of that.
Yeah.
And the Shamrocks inbounded. It was into Lara, over to Galati, over to Medina now. Freeman cuts. Galati dribbles left, over to Freeman, way behind the arc. Gets it into Fanning. Off the mark. Might have been fouled, but no call. 3-point attempt by Carmel, and they hit it. Big three-pointer. That was smooth as silk. Shamrocks now only lead by 3 with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Galati or Medina needs a big spark here, wouldn't you say?
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
Big move by Lara. Acrobatic layup, no good. And Rosser outmans Fanning for that rebound as Fanning hustles back into the... And he'll take that ball right away. And Medina will head down. Stops, pops a 3. No good. Chris Lara comes right at the rebound, and he gets hacked on the way up. He'll head to the line. Great hustle by Fanning there.
Yes.
Came right down the court and just stole the ball. Lara will shoot. 3 dribbles and a flick of the ball. And he misses the first free throw. He's 1 for 3 at the line. Not that good. Can raise his percentage to 50 with this shot. He's got it. 19-15. Shamrocks lead. The difference right now is Chris Lara. His 4 points are what has the Shamrocks up by 4. Galati defending. Shamrocks are back in that 2-3 zone. Very athletic 2-3 zone with Medina on the top. And a 3-pointer from way behind the arc is swished. And the Shamrocks lead is only 1. 19-18. Freeman looking for somewhere to go with it. Lara over to Medina on top to Galati for 3. The Shamrocks needed that one. Fanning with the tip in. Acrobatic from the big man. Shamrocks now lead by 3. With under a minute to go, Carmel might hold for the last shot. We'll see. We're 50 seconds from halftime, and I believe the halftime show will consist of me interviewing our photographer from my freshman year, Patrick Gorski. You see him on the other end of the court, sitting, taking pictures. We'll see if we'll be able to get him up into the booth for halftime. But regardless, we still have 47 seconds to play. It'll be the Corsairs inbounding. That's number 12, Myers. Wilson giving him a little bit of a pep talk before, and a whistle blows. You hear Coach Bailey yelling from the bench. Not sure what the call is.
Looks looks like a timeout.
Both teams are by their coaches. Oh, I think they stopped play because there's sweat or some sort of water on the court there. Both teams will use this as a timeout, and it'll be to both teams' advantage. They're chanting, "He's a freshman," at Coach O'Connor. And now we'll get back to basketball. The foul game is pretty much even. Carmel has 5 and the Shamrocks have 4. Neither team has had enough fouls to get into the bonus, so neither team is really in too much foul trouble. Last game, foul trouble was a pretty big issue, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Shamrocks have been much more disciplined defensively today. Carmel gets it right into number 40. They get their own rebound. Number 40 is Jalen Snell. And Wilson will hold with 30 seconds to go. Over to Kilpatrick. Zion Kilpatrick back to Wilson. 21 seconds remain in the first half of play. Shamrocks hold a 3-point lead. Wilson with it. Wilson holds the ball with 10 seconds. He drives right in, takes a floater, off the mark, kicks it out. A 3-pointer no good. And the buzzer will sound with the Shamrocks leading after 2 quarters of play by 3 points. 21 Shamrocks, 18 Corsairs. We head to halftime, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back shortly with an interview, I believe, with Patrick Gorski.
to professional college stuff here, and I've been published in Sports Illustrated, ESPN the Magazine, Time, New York Times.
So how do you get a picture that you've taken to go that far?
Sure. So I submit thousands. I have thousands and thousands of images that I caption and are just ready to be searched anytime someone needs a photo. And when someone needs a photo, they look at that one and they're like, oh, they'll pick that one up, the one that I took.
And so what photos have you taken that have been in Sports Illustrated or Time or ESPN?
Sure. So when who's the big guy in the Yankees?
Aaron Judge?
Yeah, you got it. That guy, he was in Rolling Stone just because he's the next Babe Ruth almost.
Yeah.
And they wrote an article about him, and they had to use one of my most recent pictures.
So you don't submit it directly to ESPN; they find it from you.
So I shoot for Icon Sports Wire, and they third-party images through Getty Images and AP. And then along the route somewhere there, like Sports Illustrated or ESPN, they'll look for it with Getty or AP, and they'll see my photos will be displayed on there.
So how do you become the guy who's down there on the field or by the field taking pictures?
Consistency.
Really?
Even though you might not be getting paid, and you might be getting paid nothing to be there, and you just hope to sell some images maybe. Consistency. I say consistency.
Really?
Just push. My education, I came right out of high school, and just knocking on their door.
Yep.
Just pounding them, bugging them.
So Mr. Doyle just told me we didn't have sound at the beginning of this interview. Once again, my name is Anthony Pasquale, and this is Pat Gorski from the class of 2015. You've heard him summarize a little bit his work in photography. 4 years ago in my freshman year, he was graduating here, and he had been the photographer and video worker for our Shamrock webcast. Thank you for joining us today, Pat.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you guys, and love that you guys still do the broadcast.
I'll let you get back to work now.
Awesome. You too. Thank you, Anthony.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of play here at Curlin Court. On the court now for the Shamrocks will be Austin Freeman, Dom Galati, Chris Lara, Jacob Medina, and Joe Fanning. And in other words, our original starting five. What do you think the Shamrocks need to do in this quarter to win this game?
Just play better, good defense and offense, and make more points.
And Freeman misses that. Coming in is Lara. Acrobatic attempt off the mark, but he'll head to the line. Galati came away with the steal that changed the possession there. He's playing a good game defensively. It'll be Chris Lara at the line. His first free throw is up and off the mark. He is now 2 for 5 at the line.
Charlie Roy!
And his second free throw is good. I think he's missed the first and made the second all 3 times to the line.
Yeah, he did. He misses the first one, then he makes the second one.
Yep, he's done that 3 times now. Carmel's working on our Shamrock defense now.
Charlie Roy!
On top to Wilson, swings it over to Rosser. Kilpatrick with it in the corner. On top for three. Off the mark. Finally, he missed one. That's number 12, Myers. He's made a few deep threes already in the game. Galati looking for someone to go. Gives it to Medina. Deep three off the mark. Galati can't come away with the rebound, and Kilpatrick will take it back down the floor. Gives it back. Another three attempt for Myers. He hits that one. 22-21, Shamrocks lead. That Myers, he can shoot, huh?
Yeah, he can shoot.
Resembles the shot type of a guy like Clay, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Freeman. Right inside, layup, and it rolls right in for him. He's got precise touch around the basket, but those are his first 2 points of the afternoon. Or no, I believe he might have had a free throw earlier.
Yeah, I think he did.
And they'll call a foul, I think. Might have been a jump ball.
Good hustle by Chris.
Yeah, I agree. Chris is playing out of his mind today. But they'll call a foul on him. That's his second, the team's first of the second half. Shamrocks inbounded deep to Rosser. Dribbles right, gives it to Wilson. Smooth handles on Wilson. In the corner for three from Kilpatrick, and he hits it. Tie game. Over to Galati. Galati's got to make some noise now. Fanning comes down with it. Big post move. He gets it.
Good pass by Galati to Joe right there.
Oh, Euro step. Layups off the mark. Fanning with the rebound. Outlet pass to Galati. Swings it to Lara. Right inside. Gets that block. He'll head to the line for a pair of free throws. Let's see if he can make both this time. And his first free throw after three dribbles, a flick, three dribbles, and a flick. Misses. He's right on cue to do the same thing a fourth time.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see if we can make the second one. And he makes it.
And he gets that one to go. He's on the same course every time. He now has 6 points in the game. Galati with the steal. Great defense by him over to Freeman. Mid-range floater off the mark. You got to hit those, and they'll get a jump ball. No, they'll call a foul. Carmel gets a bucket to take them within one as Freeman comes right down the court and loses it. Eric Lisson, Andres Cady will come back into the game as Galati and Fanning check out. Carmel, that's Wilson working on Freeman. Dives on it. Shamrock ball. Great hustle there by Cady as Freeman bounce passes to Cady. And he has it now. On top to Medina. Over to Lara. Lara could have pulled up for a three. Decided otherwise. Gets it on top to Medina. Medina could spot up from just about anywhere on the court. This to Cady. Cady sees List, but instead pulls up for a mid-range off the mark. And big number 40, Snell, gets it for Carmel. Wilson hits a mid-range shot, and the Carmel Corsairs take their first lead of the ball game, 28-27. This is the first time they've led since they scored the first basket of the game. Coach Bailey just called a timeout. If you're Coach Bailey just giving up the lead that you've held on for so long, what are you telling him?
I have no idea, but he looked pretty upset right now because he wants his Shamrocks to play really good and play good offense and defense and get points and lead.
Four minutes remain here in the third quarter. The Shamrocks in the first half did a great job at limiting their turnovers, but the second half, it's been a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy. They were doing really good in the first quarter and second, and now in the third quarter they're a little getting sloppy. But
there you see at the bottom of your screen, Pat Gorski taking a scroll across the court. Carmel's quick out of their timeout. The Shamrocks are taking every second that they can. Eric Liss is in the game along with Freeman, Katie, Medina, and Chris Lara. And he dribbles Katie over to Lara. Medina has it. Dribbles left over to Katie. Deep three by Freeman. Off the mark. Liss almost gets the rebound, but they'll call it out of bounds on him as Snell will inbound it to Kilpatrick. There it is now. Defending will be Freeman on Wilson. Into the corner. And they'll get that layup to go and extend their lead to 3. Shamrocks need a big bucket here. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Karar Ibrahimi, class of 2018, for checking in. Thanks for watching, Karar. I'd also like to take this time to shout out some of the people that I know that are watching the games at home. My mom and my dad, along with my girlfriend Colleen. Thank you all for tuning in as Chris Lara nails a mid-range jumper and brings the Shamrocks within 1. Also like to thank Mr. Preslak. We don't need to be told that he's watching because he has never missed a game. Thank you, Mr. Preslak. Danny, do you have anybody watching at home?
yes, I have my mom and dad and my sister watching. I want to give a shout out to them.
And that ball is poked out of bounds. Fanning will be in the game. Galati and Justin Walker. The Shamrocks chant that you hear right now is "We Miss X." X Pinson, you saw last year, was one of our best, most dynamic players. He could dunk, hit the three, ball handle like I've never seen before out of a high school kid. He now is at Simeon getting D1 offers. He received one from Dayton about a week ago as the Carmel Crusaders extend their lead back to 3 with an acrobatic layup by Wilson. Fanning on top of the key now. Over to Medina. Trying to get a pick and roll with him. And it's over to, from Galati to Medina, on top for Freeman. And they'll get it. And he'll head to the line. That's Joe Fanning going for a three-point play. Fanning trying to go for a three-point play that would also tie the game. This would be huge for the Shamrocks. Let's see if he can hit it. Do you think he will?
I think absolutely he will.
And he did not. Carmel Wilson gets another crazy layup to go, and the Shamrocks are back down by 3. Trying to tie the game here with 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It'll be Medina. Just barely misses a 3. Walker comes in, gets a rebound, and gets fouled. And that'll be out of bounds off of Carmel. The Shamrocks will be inbounding. They'll get it into Walker. Dribbles right, comes right in. Gets that floater taken away. Medina on top to Freeman. Crazy fake. On top with Galati, over to Freeman. Trying to get a big play here. Bounce pass to Fanning, loses it. And Snell comes away with the ball, and they'll head back down. Carmel has a 3-point lead with 50 seconds to go. That's Myers with it. Over to Wilson. Wilson takes it in for another crazy layup. That one's way off the mark. And that ball again lodged. No basket. Fanning puts it in, but it won't count. And Carmel will head to the line. I think that's Rosser shooting. What happened in this quarter?
I have no idea. I see him playing sloppy right now. They got to be playing a little better.
They got to clean that up for the fourth quarter if they want to extend their record in conference to 3-1. It'll be Shamrock ball. Freeman with 33 seconds to go. On top to Lara, over to Galati. Shamrocks need a bucket. A 3 would be beautiful. Let's see if they can locate Medina or Galati to get a nice 3-pointer. 12 seconds, 10. Medina has it. Inside to Fanning. Fanning working on him. Misses that. And that shot will be neutralized no matter whether or not it went in or not, because he released it after the buzzer. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the fourth, the final quarter of play. The 8 minutes where your true character shines as an athlete. And the Shamrocks go into the fourth quarter down by 3. 34 for the Carmel Crusaders and 31 for the St. Patrick Shamrocks. Danny, what do the Shamrocks need to do in order to get a W?
Play some defense and play offense and pass the ball easily. Try to find an open man.
I think they got to clean up that offense and make sure their defense stays consistent, because they still have been playing pretty good defense.
Yeah, they have been playing pretty good defense right now.
What do you think Coach Bailey's telling them right now?
He's maybe telling him that his play he wants them to do and try to get the ball. And
they got to come away with some offense here in this fourth quarter. Checking back in with the 3 keys that don't turn the ball over was very good in the first half. That third quarter, like we've been saying, very sloppy. They got to clean that up here in the fourth. They lost their whole discipline that quarter, so they lost 2 out of the 3 keys there.
they have, I see.
And I believe since the Shamrocks won the jump, it'll be their ball to start this quarter.
And it looks like Caleb has checked in.
Caleb Curl, Andre Cady. core with the ball. It'll be Lara and Medina finishing out the top 5. Fanning on the wing, working on Snell. Curl. Medina. Katie. On top 2, Lara inside to Fanning. Takes a left-handed floater, that's good. Shamrocks are within 1 once again.
Oh, Caleb gets the ball back.
Caleb gets a steal. Extends a pass to Lara. Lara can't get it. Carmel ball. And a little behind the back there by number 4, Wilson. What was that all about?
I have no idea.
Rosser over to Zion. Kilpatrick. Inside the paint. Back on top to him. Over to Rosser. And they'll call it travel. It was either a travel or a charge. Both ways Shamrocks get the ball. Freeman's in the game. Freeman. Katie over to Fanning. Fanning puts up a floater, gets that to go. Shamrocks lead, 35-34. Shamrocks finally get that lead back, and it turns out all they needed to do was feed Fanning. He's hungry, playing a big game. Got 15 on the score sheet already. And the way that their offense has been, he's going to need to put up another 15 more. And they'll get him for a foul there. And it'll be Wilson heading to the line to tie or maybe take the lead. First one silky smooth. Tie game, 35-35. And the second one is good too. Carmel leads. 36-35, 6 to go. Freeman in the corner. Katie for 3 off the mark. Freeman locates the rebound, puts it up off the mark, and it'll be a fight for the ball. Fanning and Snell get into it a little bit. Fanning was looking for a foul of some sort. You won't get it. Stud section still loud as they have been all game. We have another shout out to give. Senior Xavier Ayala. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the support. And there's 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Shamrocks with 35 points trail the Carmel Corsairs by 1. Think the Shamrocks will come out on top today?
Yes, I hope they do.
In our first 2 broadcasts of the year, we have not seen a loss.
No, we have not seen a loss yet.
And I'd hope that streak continues the rest of the season, for that matter. And Carmel inbounds it, leading by 1. It'll be Myers working on Medina over to Wilson. Three-pointer by Myers, and he hits that one. He is on fire, extending their lead to 4. Shamrocks need a big bucket here. Lara drives in, kicks it out for three. No good. Katie can't get it to go. Freeman gets his rebound. Over to Medina, takes a three. No good. Freeman gets a rebound again. Puts that up himself, and that's off the mark. Chris Lara knocks it out of bounds. They'll call a foul, and it will stay with the Shamrocks. 2 missed three-pointers. But a big pair of rebounds by Austin.
Let's go back!
Dom Galati checks in. Oh, no, that might be, no, that's Galati. They need someone who can make a shot. A big three-pointer is what they need. Inside to Fanning. Bounce passes to Chris, and they'll call a foul. Dom Galati and Andres Katie, 2 of our best three-point shooters, have been kept off the score sheet thus far in the game. That's probably a key reason why the Shamrocks are down 4. Freeman over to Galati. Another whistle blows. Fanning's been fouled again. And that's their 6th foul, so he'll head, 7th foul, so he'll head to the line shooting 2. Well, 1 and 1. If he makes the first, he gets the second. And Fanning's a pretty good free throw shooter. 1 dribble's all he needs, and he hits it. Shamrocks trail by 3. With 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. 1 dribble again. This one's up, off the mark. But the lead is still 1 possession. Poked away by Freeman, can't get it back. They'll call him for a foul there. A little bit of a tacky call, what do you think?
I think it was a tacky call.
You hear that chant from the stud section, nuts and bolts, we got screwed. Freeman playing good defense right now on number 4 Wilson, and he's looking for somewhere to go with the ball right now. Gives it over to Myers, who's been lights out from behind the line. Takes it inside the paint, he looks a little bit uncomfortable in there. Over to Wilson, swings it, back to himself. Freeman pokes that away. Big rebound by Medina, and they'll come right down the court. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Over to Medina. Need a big three-pointer to ignite the crowd right now. Dom has it. Inside to Fanning. Fades away. Can't get that to go. Big rebound there by Lara. And he'll get fouled going up. He'll have the line. He needs to make both of them this time.
Call a timeout right there, right now.
What do you think he's got to say?
Probably telling all his players that they got to play better defense and offense to get the lead.
Backflip on the court there by Joey Lombardi, I believe, senior. Shamrocks trail this one 39-36, but in other action for the younger Shamrock teams, the sophomores beat Carmel by a large margin, 61-39. And the freshman A lost a tough game, 61-59. And in other sports, tomorrow the bowling team, featuring my brother Mike Pasquale, Mike Livingstone, Sean Smith, Brendan Day, Jake Boyle, to name a few. Head to the sectional competition over at Event Legault on Northwest Highway to take their chance at going to state for the first time in a long time. Coach Pete Doherty is ready for a nice state run. They would be the second team going to state for the Shamrocks this year, as our soccer team went to state and came in 4th place earlier this year in the fall. Been a pretty successful year of sports, hasn't it?
Yeah, and one of our cross country runners named Sergio Medina went to state for our cross country.
Chris Lara misses the first yet again. Let's see if he hits the second one. This is a huge basket if he can get it to go. It's up and off the mark. Freeman almost saves it. Free throws are huge. Let's see if that comes back to bite the Shamrocks. For those of you watching at home with something to say, there are 2 ways you can contact us. The first is through email, SPHSwebcast@stpatrick.org, or on Twitter @SPHSwebcast. Feel free to do whichever one you'd like. And a block on Chris Lara. I thought it was a charge. What'd you think?
I think it was a charge.
Looks like his head's hurting a little bit. That's only the Shamrock's 6th foul, however. I think he hurt his head hitting the ground.
Yeah, I keep seeing him holding his head.
A little bit of discussion with the referees. They might change that to a charge. And it'll be a 1-and-1. And they'll get the bucket. When he knocked Chris over, he did get the ball in the basket. So the Shamrocks now trail by 5. And Carmel gets a big bucket, another foul on Chris. Not a good swing as the Shamrocks now trail by 7. Going for another 3-point play, that's Williams-Gray now. You see Medina come in there, giving the Shamrocks a little bit of encouragement. That's what he's known for on the team.
Yeah, he is.
Williams-Gray up with it, and he hits it. Shamrocks trail by 8, need a little bit of a run here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Freeman behind the back on top to Medina, working on Wilson inside to Fanning. They've got a double team on him. Over to Freeman in the corner. Medina takes a 3 off the mark. The Shamrocks cannot hit a 3-pointer in this game. Their 3-point shooting today has been atrocious. A lead contributing factor in the fact that they're down by 8 in a game they had the lead the whole first half. And inside there, Kilpatrick, they're stalling the clock now, are the Carmel Corsairs. They do hold an 8-point lead. This is not what you like to see. Shamrocks could use a steal to make a dynamic play here. They almost get it. Timeout called. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining as the Shamrocks are down 8. Stud section, must commemorate them for all of their fantastic efforts here tonight. They've been loud and proud all evening. Shamrocks, when they get the ball back, they need a big play. They can't afford to let Carmel hold the ball for as long as they did.
Hopefully the Shamrocks will come back.
That's the intent. Shamrocks can't find a way to get the ball. Full court pressure. Very good move there by Wilson. And they'll get Galati for a foul. That was a good foul. That's his second. And it'll be Wilson at the line. He's been silky smooth all day, but at least the clock stops and possessions should switch over.
Yep.
It's a 1-and-1, so if he misses this first one, Shamrocks get a rebound, come right down and score. It's a whole different game we're looking at. And he does miss. Freeman gets the rebound. Shamrocks finally have possession. They're looking for something to do with that ball. They get it to Medina for 3. Schmack!
And it's good.
That must have been a little bit short. It looked from where we were that it went right in the hoop, but I guess it was a little bit short and just scraped the net. Sometimes the cameras are deceiving. But the Shamrocks will keep the ball. They need to get somebody a big shot here. Will it be Freeman, Medina, Galati? Freeman passes to Medina, and Medina airballs another one. Not what you like to see. As Fanning tries to poke that away, and he'll slowly jog back. Shamrocks get that rebound. It'll be Chris. Freeman dribbles right in, takes a layup, gets it to go, and one, and he'll head to the line. Trying to take the game within 5. Shamrocks now trail 44 to 39, or 38. A free throw here made by Freeman will take it to 39. Walker is checked in the game. Medina stayed in. Fanning came out. Freeman, no good. Rebound by Walker. 3 by Galati, that's good! Shamrocks are now within 3. And Galati finally comes alive with a 3-pointer.
What a shot by Galati right
That is the best case scenario of a missed free throw. Now, the Shamrocks trail by 3, 44 to 41 with a minute and 12 seconds to go. Galati finally came alive, that's what you like to see. It only took him 3 3/4 of a quarter, but he finally came out.
Dust actually was getting very high out there.
Yep, you could hear them erupt as soon as that 3-pointer went in, and if they come and tie this game, chaos will break loose. Carmel will inbound. Shamrocks in a full court pressure. They get it into Wilson. Defending will be Galati. Smooth handles there on Wilson. Passes it away. Freeman gets the ball, and the Shamrocks will come down the court now with a chance to tie the game. Under a minute to go. Over to Medina. Takes a deep three. No good. Galati gets that rebound. Throws it off the guy out of bounds. Should be Shamrock's ball. They'll call it Carmel ball. I don't understand that call. Shamrocks having to come up with the ball again. Wilson comes right down, dishes it off. And he misses that layup. Shamrocks can come away with the rebound. They do, and that's Walker. 39 seconds remaining. Flips it back to Medina. Shamrocks get a timeout. Lara looks gassed, but he's going to keep playing, keep giving it his all to try to get this Shamrocks to lead this game. They trail by 3. Do you try to get a 2 and a foul or a 3-pointer here? What do you want?
I think a 3-pointer would be good.
3-pointer would tie the game. I think they got to look for their best look, whatever will get them points. I would say if they could get a quick 2, take the quick 2, and foul Carmel, see what happens from there. But they're very much in this game, trailing by only 3 with the ball. The stud section's on our side. They do believe that we will win. Danny, do you believe that we will win?
Yeah, I hope we do.
44-41. 36.6 seconds left on the clock. Still enough time to make some damage. It'll be Fanning, Galati, Freeman, Katie, and Chris Lara. A lot of good three-point shooters. Should give the Shamrocks a good chance to tie this game. 30 seconds remain. On top for Lara. Over to Freeman. Would you consider holding for the last shot, or do you want to score points quick? Galati takes a 3. Short. And they'll call a foul. With 18.6 to go, Carmel will be down at the line. That's Williams Gray with it. I believe still shooting a 1-and-1, right?
I think so.
Is it 10 fouls that it becomes guaranteed to? And the first one is smooth. 45-41, Shamrocks down by 4. Then they'll need a quick basket and a foul regardless of what happens here. That one is off the mark. Rebound there. Freeman looking for somewhere to go with it. Dribbles in and out. Fanning for 3. Schmack! Fanning hits it. 8.8 to go. Shamrocks trail by 1. Big shot there by Joe Fanning. Shamrocks have been led right now by Joe Fanning. He's got 19. As soon as Carmel inbounds him, he got a foul, hoping it's now Wilson because he can knock down just about any shot and then go from there with an attempt at the buzzer to either tie or lead the game.
Yep. So that's actually very hype. And they're hoping they can get this win tonight.
That looks like the same thing Case Keenum and the Vikings were doing in their game against the Saints. I'm on the edge of my seat here in the booth. I can only imagine everybody else in the stadium. The crowd's electric. This is the exact kind of ending you hope for on a Friday night East Suburban Catholic Conference basketball game.
Yep.
I would almost put in someone that you wouldn't care if they fouled. I believe Fanning and Lara are up towards high numbers in fouls, so maybe put in a guy like Eric Bliss just to tag the guy, take him right out once the Shamrocks get the ball back. Instead, it'll be Lara, Freeman, Galati, Medina, and Walker. Not a very tall lineup, but a very athletic lineup.
Yep.
And they'll foul Zion Kilpatrick. Dom Galati's third foul will send number 3, Zion Kilpatrick, to the line with 7.5 seconds to go. Barring what happens here, a crazy finish could follow.
Looks like Jacob Medina is telling the subs that to get loud because he wants them to be loud for them.
7.5 seconds will decide whether the Shamrocks move to 3-1 or the Corsairs to 1-3. Joe Fanning back in the game. 46-44. This will decide whether the Shamrocks will shoot a 3 for the win or for the tie. And they'll be going for a tie. A 3-pointer will tie the game and send it to overtime. Shamrocks will call another timeout to discuss their game plan for this moment. What do you think their game plan is?
Probably to get past the ball, get a point, and then get fouled. So you can get to the line, lead it.
You think Galati's taking the shot, Medina, Freeman? Who would you put the ball in the hands of?
I think Galati.
Yeah, he's got 1 3-pointer today out of about 3 or 4, but it was electric. It brought the stadium into a frenzy, and if he does it again, who knows what could happen. Taking their time in this huddle. I'd like to give a shout out to both the cheerleading squad, the dance team, along with the band, who helped entice the atmosphere here at Curlin Court and make it a much more comfortable and exciting for anybody watching at home. Andre Shkady is in the game, along with Medina, Fanning, Galati, and Freeman. If Galati's inbounding, you might assume that they'll do something similar to that of the Villanova Wildcats when they hit their buzzer. Freeman looking for somewhere to go. Medina for 3, off the mark. And that will be the end of the game for the Shamrocks. The Carmel Corsairs come out on top. And the Shamrocks will hang their heads as they shake hands, acknowledging the fact that the Corsairs moved to 2-2, tied with the Shamrocks in the conference. They'll still fire up the fight song. And I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight at Curlin Court. The final score is 47 for the Carmel Corsairs and 44 for the St. Patrick Shamrocks. We'd like to thank Pat Gorski, a former photographer and video member, graduated in 2015 for his halftime interview. And we'd like to express our gratitude for some of the behind-the-scenes people who helped to make this production possible. Those are the cameramen, audio workers, and video workers: Jeffrey Schultz, Jack Warner, Andres Neblis, Riley Sonderman, Peyton Bond, Gio Lachetto, all from the class of 2020, and James Stoll from the class of 2021. We'd also like to thank our producer, manager, and editor, Mr. Dora, for all his hard work, that without it, we would not be able to make this production possible. Join us again in 1 week from today, Friday, January 26th, to see your St. Patrick Shamrocks in a game where Pat Foley, Blackhawks legendary announcer, will be featured at halftime. However, from Curlin Court, my name is Anthony Pasquale, and for Danny Hernandez, I say so long from Curlin Court. Shamrocks lose 47-44. Rock on.